Have you ever encountered someone who seems to glide through life's hardships with a calm and composed demeanor? Someone who, regardless of external pressures, remains unmoved, grounded in their principles? If so, you may have met someone who embodies the philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient Greek and Roman school of thought that teaches individuals how to build inner strength and overcome the many adversities of life with resilience and wisdom. In today's world, with its never-ending distractions and unpredictable challenges, Stoicism serves as a guide for those who seek a deeper sense of control and purpose. Much like the Sigma female, who walks her own path, the Stoic doesn't follow societal trends or seek approval from others. Instead, the Stoic chooses to focus on self-reliance, acceptance of reality, and inner peace, turning their attention toward what they can control and letting go of what they cannot. In this extended discussion, we'll explore 10 key lessons from Stoicism, each designed to help you navigate the complexities of life with confidence, serenity, and strength. These lessons were first practiced by some of history's most remarkable individuals, figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, who faced the same existential dilemmas that we all experience today. The wisdom they cultivated can be used to manage stress, improve relationships, and most importantly, find true contentment in a world that is constantly shifting. Let's embark on a journey through these 10 timeless lessons, unraveling the deeper truths of Stoicism and learning how to apply them to everyday life. By the end of this journey, you'll come away with not just a set of ideas, but a practical roadmap for becoming stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with the life you truly wish to lead. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. Imagine trying to navigate a stormy sea with no control over the wind or the waves. The only thing you can manage is the direction you steer your ship. This is how life often feels, full of challenges that are outside our control, but with small choices that are within our power. The Stoics taught that focusing on what you can control is the key to maintaining peace of mind. Much like the Sigma female, who is independent and follows her own course, the Stoic knows that external events are beyond their influence. Instead of being swept away by fear, frustration, or disappointment, the Stoic focuses their energy on controlling their own actions, thoughts, and responses. This mindset is liberating. Rather than wasting time worrying about things like the opinions of others, bad luck, or global events, the Stoic hones in on what they can influence, how they think, how they react, and how they live their daily life. Imagine the power of directing your energy entirely toward things you can change. It's not about giving up on the world, but embracing your role within it. Practical application. Next time you feel anxious or upset about a situation, pause and ask yourself, what part of this is in my control? Focus on that part and let go of the rest. Lesson 2. Accept the nature of things. Life is full of surprises, some wonderful, some painful. The Stoics taught that one of the most powerful things we can do is accept the nature of things as they are, not as we wish them to be. Much like the Sigma female, who navigates her world with clarity and confidence, the Stoic embraces reality without resisting it. The Stoic doesn't waste energy wishing the world were different. Instead, they seek to understand the nature of events and accept that suffering, joy, success, and failure are all natural parts of life. They recognize that it's not the events themselves that cause suffering but our judgments about them. This doesn't mean passively accepting everything that happens. It means accepting the reality of things while focusing on what can be done. Imagine how much lighter life would feel if you stopped fighting against things you cannot change. Practical application. When faced with hardship, remind yourself, this is part of life. Accept the situation, then calmly think about the best way forward. Lesson 3. Practice virtue above all else. For the Stoics, Living a life of virtue, meaning courage, wisdom, justice, and self-discipline, was the highest goal. Virtue wasn't just something to aspire to, it was the essence of a good life. Much like the Sigma female who values authenticity and strength, the Stoic believes that true power comes from within. Stoics argue that external success, wealth, fame, power, can come and go, but virtue remains within your control. It's your character, your choices, and your actions that define who you are, not your circumstances. By practicing virtue, the Stoic aims to live a life aligned with their principles, regardless of what happens around them. Think of it like this: if you live according to virtue, no one can truly harm you, because no one can take away your integrity. Even in the worst of times, the Stoic holds on to their inner compass, knowing that doing the right thing is more important than achieving worldly success. Practical application. In difficult situations, ask yourself, what is the virtuous thing to do here? Let that guide your actions. Lesson 4. Memento mori, remember you will die. Memento mori, or remember you will die, is one of Stoicism's most famous teachings. Far from being morbid, this reminder encourages you to live fully and without fear. Much like the Sigma female, who isn't weighed down by social norms or fears, the Stoic embraces the reality of death as a motivating force to live with purpose. By constantly keeping death in mind, the Stoic gains perspective. They realize that many of the things they worry about are trivial in the grand scheme of things. Instead of fearing death, the Stoic uses this knowledge to prioritize what truly matters in life: relationships, virtue, and meaningful work. Imagine the freedom that comes from living each day with the awareness that life is fleeting. It helps you focus on what truly matters and discard the things that don't. Practical application. Reflect daily on the fact that life is short. Let this guide you to make choices that align with your deeper values and goals. Lesson 5. Amor fati, love of fate. One of the most empowering lessons of Stoicism is amor fati, which means the love of fate. Stoics don't just accept what happens to them. They embrace it, seeing every event, whether good or bad, as an opportunity for growth. Like the Sigma female, who adapts to challenges with grace, the Stoic understands that everything in life is interconnected. When something difficult happens, instead of thinking, "Why me?" the Stoic responds with, "How can I grow from this?" Every experience, every challenge, is a chance to practice patience, resilience, and wisdom. Even in suffering, the Stoic finds meaning. This attitude transforms how you approach life. Instead of resisting your circumstances, you learn to love them, recognizing that they shape you into who you are meant to be. Practical application. The next time something unexpected happens, ask yourself, how can I learn from this? Embrace the experience as part of your journey. Lesson 6. Train your perception. One of the most powerful tools in Stoicism is the ability to train your perception. The Stoics taught that how we perceive events shapes our reality. Two people can experience the same event but have completely different reactions depending on how they interpret it. Much like the Sigma female who looks beyond surface appearances, the Stoic focuses on seeing things clearly, without bias or distortion. By training your perception, you learn to see things as they truly are, not as you fear or desire them to be. The Stoic asks, is this event really bad? Or am I making it worse in my mind? This ability to step back and view situations objectively is one of the most powerful ways to maintain inner peace. Practical application. In moments of stress or anger, pause and ask yourself, am I seeing this situation clearly? Try to remove your emotional judgments and focus on the facts. Lesson 7. Embrace discomfort. The Stoics believed that true growth comes from embracing discomfort. Rather than avoiding pain or hardship, they sought it out as a way to build resilience. The Sigma female, who challenges societal norms and expectations, embodies the same mindset, knowing that personal growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, such as fasting or exposing themselves to the cold, to train their minds and bodies to endure. By becoming comfortable with discomfort, they were able to face life's challenges with greater ease. Practical application. Find small ways to embrace discomfort in your daily life. Take cold showers, practice fasting, or challenge yourself to step into situations that make you uncomfortable. Lesson 8. Take responsibility for your actions. The Stoic mindset emphasizes personal responsibility. Much like the Sigma female, who doesn't rely on others to define her worth, the Stoic takes full ownership of their actions and choices. There's no room for blaming others or external circumstances. Only the self can determine its response to life's challenges. By taking responsibility for your actions, you gain control over your life. It's not about blaming yourself when things go wrong, but about recognizing your role in every situation and making conscious choices to improve. Practical application. In any difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I do to take responsibility for this? Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Lesson 9. Practice negative visualization. One of Stoicism's most profound techniques is negative visualization, the practice of imagining the worst-case scenario. This might seem counterintuitive, but by mentally preparing for the worst, the Stoic becomes better equipped to handle life's challenges. The Sigma female, who faces life with resilience and self-assurance, also prepares herself for the unexpected. By contemplating loss, hardship, or failure, the Stoic strengthens their mind, becoming less fearful and more capable of enduring whatever comes their way. Negative visualization doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you prepared. Practical application. Spend a few minutes each day imagining what would happen if things didn't go as planned. Use this practice to mentally prepare and develop resilience. Lesson 10. Live in accordance with nature. The Stoics believed that the key to a good life is to live in accordance with nature. This means recognizing that we are part of a larger whole and aligning our actions with the natural order of things. The Sigma female, who is deeply connected to her sense of self and the world around her, mirrors this philosophy. By living in harmony with nature, the Stoic accepts the flow of life, understanding that change is constant and inevitable. Rather than resisting life's natural rhythms, the Stoic embraces them, finding peace in the knowledge that everything has its time and place. Practical application. Reflect on how you can live more in tune with the natural world and your own true nature. Let go of the need to control everything and trust the process of life. Conclusion: the Stoic path to inner strength. Stoicism, like the Sigma female archetype, teaches us to walk through life with inner strength, calm, and a deep sense of purpose. By focusing on what we can control, accepting life as it is, and living according to our highest values, we can cultivate resilience, peace, and fulfillment. These 10 lessons offer a powerful roadmap for living with intention, wisdom, and courage. As you begin to apply these principles, you'll find that life's challenges no longer hold the same power over you. Instead, you'll move through the world with the confidence that comes from knowing you are in control of your mind, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. The path of the Stoic, much like the path of the Sigma female, is not the easy path, but it is the one that leads to true strength and fulfillment. Embrace it and see where it takes you.